All right, hello. Good afternoon, everybody. Hello. Hello. We shall be starting with a blue beak bounty. Let me crop that a little better. There we go. Would that have been a better title, Tiger? Maybe. Thank you for the Prime sub, Zim. I thought that that would have been text to speech. I'm not sure why it didn't. Hello. Good day, everybody. Hello. And stop it, Bruno. Read it in your best TTS voice. Remove Tibia PAL ads now. Was the Prime message. That is the worst TTS voice ever. Yeah, maybe, to be honest, Zim, maybe I'll think about it at some point because I've got a few ads there, built-in ads there on the side now from TB Bestiary, etc. So maybe it's time to remove the ads from Google. I'll think about it.
We remove Tibia PAL ads, make a premium system for Tibia coins, but we avoid cancer.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really like premium systems on websites. Don't like them very much. And maintaining a database of like premium users and stuff. I don't know. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure I want to go down that road. All right. That aside, hello everybody. We are back on the Paladin. I'm having way too much fun playing the Paladin, so we are continuing. I farmed some beginner rerolls yesterday, then I got a blue beak. This is with 9 rerolls left, plus that one's going to give me a 10th. Plus, I've got a claim daily, so we are going to go with this one because I need it for my bestiary. This character is from well, this character last I played it was before Bookworld, before Norks and stuff, so I don't have any of these monsters. So yeah, I still do need the bestiary. It's a fast one, so we are going to go ahead and do this one. Should be free now. Somebody was hunting here until 2 minutes ago. Yes, we are paladins now. We are. What is that bow? That bow, sir, is a crypt spine, and no, I do not think it's better than a soul bleeder. I will be switching to soul bleeder in near future. As soon as the imbues on this one run out, and I'm able to actually get a soul bleeder. I don't actually own one just yet. Monk for the win. Yeah, actually, I'm going to be listing my monk this week. I've finally had like an interested party. Actually interested, so I'm going to list it. And yeah, hopefully we'll sell it in the next couple of weeks or so. Bad timing to sell monk now. Well, yeah, if I already have an offer that is kind of okay to me, then it's fine, right? The offer that I got was basically for 45k TC, which isn't great, but it's fine. So, but I'll accept it. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna list it for 60, see if it sells. If not, I'll list it for 55. If not, then I'll list it for 50. If not, I'll list it for that 45, and then I'll get it. I'll be listing it for like 3 days at a time, and we'll see where we land. I don't want to play it. I've been playing it for a year. There's not really all that much I can do on there now. I want to sell it and I want to create a new monk from scratch when I when I cover the other vocations. Then I'll, you know, if I take a break from the monk for like a year or so, I'll really enjoy it when I go back to it afterwards. Because I know that it still feels good to play. Bleeder is better. Yes, I think Bleeder is better, yeah. I got the Crypt Spine because I was anticipating the Holy Rotation to be really good. But it didn't really turn out that way. Seems that physical is better in most cases. In which case Soul Bleed, I think, is better overall. Plus, you get to use the Soul Bleeder earlier. You get to use it at level 400 instead of level 450, which means you have more time to farm up the proficiency and then benefit from the proficiency 7 when you do get it. You know, it takes a long time to get a proficiency, so the earlier you can start on it, the better, right? What level ED can make Bookworld Quest solo? 200. Just be careful in Chapter 4, but I think you can do it. I mean, I did it on 200 Sorcerer. It was hard, but Druid on Druid is going to be easier. Sell for 67. Maybe I'll list it for 67 on the first auction. Why not? I don't think anyone is likely to pay that much, but... $57 or no balls? Nah. I'm not in a rush to be selling it. And I'm worried about the current perception of the monk potentially making it. I don't want to sell it for any less than 45. 45 is the lowest I'll go. And if it doesn't sell for 45, then I'm just gonna keep it until it does sell for 45. At level 135 Paladin, do you think I should be going for Grand San plus Great Mana Potion? I think I'm not healing enough with Spirit plus Exura Grand. Yep. I do. I use... Yeah, you should have 2 healing hotkeys. You should have like Exura or Exura Grand, which you just kind of use a lot. But if you're hunting something a little more difficult and you can tell that you're taking more damage, then yeah, you should be using Grand Sand for sure. Exura Grand by itself is not enough. It's not sufficient. Take out Blue Plasma. Nah, I'll let it run out. I'm rich like that, you know. Sometimes I feel like min-maxing them. Sometimes I just feel like not. And this is a Paladin, so we rich, baby. Plus to attack or 5% for spells? I don't know, actually. I don't know the best proficiencies. Both of those are very good. I think it's going to be plus to attack, but I actually don't know. Hello. Any Paladin? No. Soul Bleeder? I assume is the plus 2 attack, but I haven't run the numbers, so I don't want to lie to you on that one. How much on average is a 2,000, 2,500 character? As much as there's someone is willing to pay for it, there aren't very many that sell in that level range, so it's very hard to say. I don't know. I imagine like around 300 KTC or so. You have like 3 or 4 of each vocation. Yeah, I mean, they are crazy. But they do live from it, though. Plus 2 attack on the Bleeder. Yeah, I think the plus 1 attack... Well, actually, yeah, when I was running the numbers, the plus 1 attack was approximately a little worse than the 8% of distance for spells. So plus 2 attack should be around like 15%, give or take, 13 to 15% of distance to spells. So if it's choice between 5% and 2 attack, then yeah, 2 attack's got to be better. I'd love to full box at Oromond West, but I think 135 is way too early. Yes, yeah, not full boxing there. You have your HP pool isn't high enough to maintain that. I mean, if you were spamming Grand San and Ultimate Spirits, like maybe, but why? It's not actually really going to improve things very much for you because you are going to want to be moving to go from pull to pull because things will be down pretty quickly. As you can see, my stamina is pretty low. That's mostly because I've gotten into warden hunting on Nevia. Whilst I do love to talk shit about Nevia, as you all know, it does have a very vibrant boss hunting and sharing community, which has allowed me to start farming the wardens for charm points. I've gotten approximately 300 charm points just since yesterday afternoon. Doing wardens with the boss hunting group, so I've decided I'll stay on Nevia for a little bit longer just to farm out the wardens, you know, maybe the next 3-4 weeks or so, get like 3,000-4,000 charm points hopefully from the wardens, and then I'll transfer off, you know. Gonna use the system for the time being whilst I'm here, you know. Did you see the new item dropped by the Devoted Radiance? The one that bumps your perk from 0 to 10 in one go. You reckon this will even be dropped? I don't know if it'll be dropped. I kind of don't think it's all that good anyway. I mean, even if it is dropped, it's not that good. I mean, it's fine. But how much value ultimately is like a few thousand dusts? Not really. You're not going to pay that much for it. You're going to be able to farm that out pretty quickly anyways. I mean, how much would you pay for an item like that? I would pay maybe like 5kk for it myself. Otherwise, I'll just farm the dust. It's no big deal. Right, I don't... That's like the closest we get to tradable dust, but is dust really all that valuable? I don't know. $4.8k dust. Yeah, it's basically 4.8k dust in an item form, right? I mean, is it that good? It's all right, but... The lazy whales, yeah, okay. Yeah, there will be some whales that will pay some money for it, for sure. But, yeah, I'm just talking from my perspective. I don't think the item is that valuable, right? Someone will pay more for it. Someone will pay, like, 40kk for it, probably. But I don't think it's exactly worth that, you know? If you're playing RP now, can we expect some new Hunt and Blaze video? No, not from the Paladin. I'm playing RP because it's a lot easier for me to interact with the stream and have fun streaming while I play the Paladin. But I will, for now, continue developing the MS content for YouTube's sake. And I'm not going to publish any Paladin videos until the Sorcerer stuff is concluded. So I expect there to be approximately 60 more Sorcerer videos, so at a pace of approximately 1 a day. That's about 2 more months. So I think I'm still going to be going mostly with Sorcerer videos until the end of September, and from the start of October the Paladin videos will start, even if I am playing the Paladin on a stream for the next 2 months. And they nerf MS then? Maybe, but that's also why, you know, I don't want to start the Paladin now, right? I don't want to start the Paladin now because if they nerf MS and Paladin, it'll be even worse for me, right? So I don't want to start the Paladin videos and recordings until post any potential nerfs. 4k dust is worth pretty much nothing, seeing as if you hunt forward and you can so easily stack dust now. Yep. I'm not even really trying, and I got like about 500 dust since yesterday. It's just a few days of farming. It's really not something that is going to be that valuable, in my opinion. But if it was instead, if the item instead of upgrading your perk to the max, instead gave you like 5k dust as dust, that would be worth more because it would allow people to actually use the dust to roll for the perk that they want instead of upgrading it. And then any leftover dust they could have still used for upgrading if they rolled it quickly, right? That would increase the value of that item. But it just doing the upgrade to a perk you already have definitely diminishes its value quite substantially. Level 50 RP's PG on Mother of Scarablow with the new arrows is a good call. I don't think so. I mean, that level range you can check on my Paladin, on my Hunt Tibia Paladin section. I did everything up to level 90. I remember I think the problem with Paladin and Mother of Scarabla was that you just run out of supplies like immediately. You can hunt for like 5 minutes and you just run out of mana potions. I don't know. I think that was the issue. I don't remember what I have for it. I think maybe I have it for level 70. when you have a little bit more cap, or maybe level 80 once you've got great mana potions. I'm not so sure. Like, it's definitely doable. It's just not, it's not that good. But yeah, you can check out check out Tibia Pal. I've got the results for everything below 90 for the Paladin. Where will be easier to reach level 200 Druid? Crumbling Caverns and Bookwell Chapter 2. You cannot go to Chapter 2 below level 200 because it's only available from level 200. You need to have your familiar to progress the quest to that stage. In fact, I don't think you can even go to Crumbling Caverns below 200 because you need level 200 to even start the quest, I believe. So I think you won't be able to use those places as a leveling place below 200. Could you please record a video about MS rotations for each stance? Yeah, I'm gonna be publishing level guides tonight. The video coming out tonight is a level 8 to level 120 sorcerer guide, like a generic one, and that will include the rotations that I use in those levels. So yes, that video will be, and then, you know, in a few weeks, once I get to those videos, I'll publish a level 120 to level 275 guide, which again will include the rotations for each element in that level range. And then I'm going to have level 275 to 600 guide in some time, which again will include the updated rotations for those level ranges. All in due time, all in due time. I got a basic sorry gem from Proficiency. Do you think I should reroll it or keep it? Look, that's one of the better ones, but it's not the best. Like, that one is 4th or 5th in value. So it's fine. It's definitely a nice benefit. But I don't know. I feel like when it comes to this Proficiency, it's like, go big or don't bother. Like, go for the best perk. If you're going to spend the time and the dust rolling it, just go for the best perk or just don't bother. That's kind of my view of it. I'm not going to bother with the 3rd or 4th best perk. You know, I'll use it until I roll something better, but I wouldn't bother like focusing on upgrading that one myself anyway. Did you hear that Discord ping just then? I tried to remove Discord from sounds, but I don't know if it worked or not. I feel like you heard it, maybe. Did you hear Discord ping about 30 seconds ago? 10 seconds ago? Didn't hear. Excellent. Okay, that means I can receive the Discord pings for the Wardens. There is a Warden right now, but it's very far. I'm not going to bother going. But yes, we'll probably do a few Wardens throughout this stream. It means that I can get Discord pings and it's not going to bother all of you. That's great. What do you think about the EKU Tito nerf? I think it's fine. I mean, I mean, it's a nerf, but I do think EKs were quite strong in a lot of level ranges. I mean, the EK issue of scaling badly hasn't been addressed still. But I don't think giving them more and more axe, sword, or club is exactly the solution to their scaling. They just need different types of spells and ways of dealing damage. You know, the zero supply EKs were a little bit crazy. Answer me, please. Look, there's a lot of questions. I can't pick up everything. God, there is like a lot of questions. Why you not use offensive stance on RP right now? Because I forgot to change to it. Thank you very much. There we go. That is better. The reason I didn't have it on is because I was running to a health layer warden a few minutes ago on Undead Dragon Seal -2. So I had to put up with a bunch of paralyzers from Undead Dragons and Blightwalkers and health layers, and I was scared for my dear life. So I switched to Divine Defiance for the extra dodge chance and healing, and I just forgot to switch from it. So thank you very much for pointing that out. Indeed, I do want to be in Sharpshooter right now. Shame it took 15 minutes for somebody to point it out, but thank you anyway. How much they charge for Warden Call? Oh, nothing. It's the guild Discord, Rebels Guild Discord. They just, whoever finds one pings there, and everybody goes, tags it, gets. There's no price. Paladin without stance still doing more than monk. Yeah, well, I'm like 300 levels, 300 levels higher than you'd expect for this spot. I think that's okay. What about crossbow and bow bosses for RP? Soul Pierce have 2 this possibility, but I'm thinking about Sanguine Bow, but I don't know, Yashik. From the top of my head, I don't know. Surely it's in the tool. Like, I asked for the input for the tool, for the proficiency tool, from a lot of well-known paladins who ran the numbers, so surely you can check what it says in the tool. I don't remember from the top of my head. But that's exactly why I added a tool, so you could just look it up. Bullseye Potion? I think I had it. Is it worth to make the In the Name of quest? They seem useless, but maybe I'm tripping. They definitely very, very good to get 20 points. At that point, you get the boat shortcuts to Asura Palace, Benuta, Chor. I think that those are it. Those are super helpful for many things. Outside of that, yes, I think the utility is pretty limited. The only other utility is the fact that you get to sell the trophies, but you ultimately don't loot that many of them anyway, so if you sell them on the market, it doesn't matter. And then the other utility is that you get to do the demon task if you're into it. But in all the years I've played Tibia, I am yet to complete the 6,666 kills a single time. I have literally never in my life done it, never played a character long enough and hunted demons enough to do that task. So, for me, yeah, Grizzly Adams, not the highest priority, but I do want to get the 20 kill tasks points for the boat shortcuts. That is nice. You did it twice? Oh, dear. I know, the theme of the quest is kind of cool. Quite like it. But like the effort for the reward these days, not really worth it. Sharpshooter stronger even if you use Divine Barrage? Usually you wouldn't be using Divine Barrage with Sharpshooter. If you are going for dual Holy rotation, because Holy is much better at a spawn than physical, then you're probably going to go Divine Defiance stance. What weapons perks to focus on EK and what perks to trade usually? TibiaPal.com/proficiency. Please. Please, 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 please use the tool. So hard it made Kuznia quit? No, it's not that it's too hard that it made me quit. It's honestly the only reason I'm not playing it right now is because it's very, very difficult for streaming. Not that the gameplay itself. If I was not a streamer, I wouldn't be too fussed with the sorcerer gameplay. If you focus on the gameplay, you're looking at the screen and that's your focus, it's fine. It's actually quite satisfying. But yeah, for stream, it's very, very stressful. What's Tibia Pal? Stop it, Bruno. Oh my god. Please. Red Miso confirmed that sorcerer was easy. I was just faking this whole time. It's actually super easy. Did the fart work or not? I see that someone redeemed fart. I didn't really hear it. Seems like it should have worked. I didn't hear it. Grizzly Adams needs a rework. Yep, I'd quite like Grizzly Adams update for sure. It's I think the weeklies and the bounties are kind of like a Grizzly Adams update, just without actually changing or removing Grizzly Adams. I feel like the bounties specifically are like a modern update take on the Grizzly Adams tasks, I would say. Would you ever consider reworking the weekly task, e.g. adjusting difficulty depending on level? I mean, I'm sure I would consider doing some rework to it. It is hard though. It is a hard problem to solve, I think, to make it make sense for every level range and every character. The power level of the monsters vary so much based on where they appear, not just on their experience and power itself. I think it's hard. I don't know. I think it's not too bad the way it is now. I would maybe change like some of the numbers and stuff. Like adept tasks, for example, just basically don't make sense for anybody at any level range. So I would like to tweak some stuff with the reward system, maybe. But the actual pool of creatures per difficulty, I think, is more or less okay. Hey, Christian, I was leveling one perk and decided to change after level 3. Get a new on already level 3. Is it a bug or is it normal? Yeah, the upgrades stay. If you upgrade a perk, it's the level stays, yeah. How you managed to learn English so well that you don't sound Polish at all? Well, I lived in England for a long time. I moved there as a child. Lived there for 13 years. And, yeah. And I integrated with the English rather than stuck with the Polish, you know. This is the mistake the Polish immigrants, or any immigrant, you know, not just Polish, that's the mistake they make, right? They hang out in their little communities of immigrants, and then they don't learn the language, don't assimilate properly, and yeah, that's the issue. I did not do that, probably because I was quite young when I moved. I disintegrated with the Polish, yeah. Yeah, you could say that. In your opinion, Divine Barrier Stage 2 is worse than Mass San? Yes. It's smaller. It has a better utility of being targeted on cursor, but it is smaller. And the power level of it is still similar. I'll probably still prefer Mass San over T2 Divine Barrage. But you'd generally be using those at the same time anyway in a rotation. But I would put Mass San still in like the top of the multi-action. Can you do spell rotation guide with wheel for all professions? I'll do it per vocation as I go through that vocation. But I'm not going to do one for everything like right now. How important is mitigation on a monk? I got a gem that gives 20%, which sounds like a lot. It's okay. It's 20% multiplier, not plus 20%. So 20% multiplier means if you have 2% mitigation, then 20% multiplier would get you 0.4%. So you would have 2.4% mitigation. Now that's still actually kind of good. That is actually still surprisingly good now that they buffed it, especially if you upgrade it to 30%. But generally those gems, mitigation gems are generally end game, high level type gem. They scale well into the end game. Not so much for the early game. So if you're like level 800, 1000, you can think of the mitigation gems. But before that, HP gems do still definitely provide more value, in my opinion. You think gnome armor is better than soul shell? Yes, on average, yes. I mean, I can imbue the gnome armor with fire protection if I need fire, but I get +1 fire resistance. I get +1 physical protection, rather, sorry. Soul Shell really should have 4% physical protection, then it would be goated. Got scammed on emote. I have no idea what that means, Vanetsu. Is that some kick reward system? Hey, chatter. I still don't have Soul Shell. Don't feel like it's that great. Nope, it is not. I'm probably not going to buy it. Get mutated skin armor, gnome armor, and you're pretty much good, I think. You can just rotate the two with different imbues. What second item after Soul Bleeder? Alicorn Headguard if you don't have it. Do you know any ways to speed up weapon proficiency leveling? Yeah, you've got proficiency catalysts, which are actually dropping in price pretty quickly since the Warden update. When am I coming back to the Precious Monk? I'll be starting a Monk in about a year from scratch. I hope it's fixed by then. Surely. Soul Bleeder or Boots? I'd probably get Soul Bleeder so they can start working on the proficiency. Hello, Magic. All good. All good. Having a fun time while streaming for the first time in some, well, for the second time in some time. We already did it yesterday. Oh, it's so relaxing, dude. Oh my god, I can read the chat and answer questions, and it's great. It's great. What's the Warden update? What's the Echo Raid? It's the Echo Raid summer update, right? The Wardens drop proficiency catalysts. Quite a lot of them, including greater proficiency catalysts. So the price of all sorts of catalysts which are used to increase your proficiency have dropped a lot. They're still quite expensive. Don't expect it to be very cheap to get like a proficiency 7 quickly, but it is definitely cheaper and getting cheaper every day, I think. What is this MS slander? Not from me. MS is great, just not great for streaming. What do I think about Greater Gem after update? I'm level 1k. I cannot put 2 Mass Sand base damage because Divine Barrier rolls in another way. Well, for what it's worth, Mass Sand base damage are not really seen as particularly good Greater Gems anyway, so I don't think you're missing out too badly. I believe the Revelation Gems are still best to get the flat damage from an extra level of a Revelation perk. Yes, I understand. I understand what gems you're talking about. And yes, they are kind of bait. People think they're really good, but they're not that good. They're all right, but not best in slot for sure. MS feels too sweaty. It only lasted a day. Well, it's very sweaty to start with. I do think once you play it for a little bit longer, it becomes less sweaty as you understand and get used to vocation. I don't know if I'd be switching back after one day. That is quitter talk. I would give it a little bit more time if I were you. It's not that bad. Best in slot. Well, what greater do I like on a paladin? Well, I guess the best one is probably Divine Empowerment Revelation. You get that one in, and hopefully you get an extra level of divine of the carpet. What is it called again? Divine Empowerment. Yeah, the Divine Empowerment Revelation I think is best. Other than that, I don't know what actually high-level paladins run now. I know they used to run salvation base healing percentage. I don't know if that's still needed post rebalance. I assume it probably is still very good. Chatter, are you still there? What do mid to high level paladins run as greater gems now? I've not been keeping up. Have you considered doing the new quest lines? Not at the moment. I'll do it eventually. Would like to see you hunt the spawns. I couldn't hunt anywhere there anyways, right? They're all higher level spawns than I can manage. Is Crypt better than Salt? Nope. Still a Revelation for the most part. Yep. Where can you get best raw experience on this level? Flimsies. I don't remember what it is that we were doing. I think it was around 8 raw maybe on Flimsies. Maybe 9. I can't remember. I only went there once. I'm not really focusing experience at the moment though. While I'm on Nevi, I'll be focusing bestiary, wardens, and like some random bestiaries, and maybe some bounties if I can get a spot. When testing Monk, we're not. In fact, I'm gonna list it for sale probably before the end of the week. Could you explain why you put damage from runes into Soul Taint on one slot for MS on Tibia Pal? Can't find any sense here. I don't remember. I have to properly look at the proficiency. But the bottom line is, on sorcerer, you don't really use runes, so there's definitely that. But I don't remember. I don't think it was that perk itself that was the best in that column. I assume whatever perk was in that column that was the best one was actually the worst one out of all the columns, which is why we were replacing it. And runes, well, you just don't use, so you'd rather replace that one first. Knight next? I don't know, probably druid. But the paladin journey is going to be long, because I'm not even properly starting the paladin journey for like another month or so on the baby paladin. Paladin's going to be a long journey. Forever character. For sure. Gonna hit 1k on this one. Tired of the vocation? Well, I mean, there's just not that much to do on the monk for me. Nothing new. I will play it from scratch again. And then it'll be fun to re-record everything and retest it after all the nerfs and fixes. But that's going to be a little while away. I'm doing the same row of 600, 300 sorcerer. Well, this respawn's capped now, right? I mean, you could come here on a level 2000, then you wouldn't be doing much more than this. So, yeah, that's okay. RP until it gets nerfed. That's right. That's right. The job now is to nerf RP. Then we move on, and then we nerf Druid. Favorite hunting ground when it comes to concept visuals? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Let's go with Roshamore West. Whenever I hunt Roshamore West, I'm happy. I like that spot. I don't know if it's about the visuals. It's just the flow of the spawn is very nice, and I always have a good time there. I'm not surprised people like live there. It is a pleasurable spot, let's say. Already got nerfed. What about second nerf? Huh? Yeah, for sure, chatter, for sure. You just want me to stop playing the paladin. I know what you're up to. Did Bookworld get a nerf, specifically chapter 1? I don't think so. No. Echo raid in the middle of a Savi and it was a dog. Yeah, there was a funny one I got today. Oh, well, or rather, I was called to. I was called to a Cyclops warden in Shadowfawn, the elf thingy in Venor. A Cyclops. Huh. Yeah, how did that happen, right? Yeah, there is that one random Cyclops spawn in Shadowfawn, and it just happened to be a warden. There you go. There's chapter 2, 3, and 4, and not 1, I believe. Yeah, people tend to refer to Crumbling Caverns as chapter 1. But either way, no, it has not been nerfed as far as I know. And I do know, so. Please don't kill the druid, it's so comfy with double fork. Yeah, it doesn't scale very well, though. If anything, I think it needs some scaling buff for the forks. Do I have the right wheel? I do. Okay, all right. At least we got that. We did have the wrong stance for 15 minutes, but we do have the right wheel now. One sec. Just checking something on my other screen. Okay, let's go. If druid forks don't scale, well, imagine monk chains. Yep, the problem is the druid has the nice scaling in the runes and the magic level that they can fall back on when their forks stop scaling. No such luck for the monks with their 60 magic level or whatever at the high end. So the druids are stuck with the chains. Plus the runes don't exactly generate harmony either. So at least the druid has the fallback on the runes. Monk. Unlucky. Trust me, Monk on level 3k is so good. Someone unironically... This is... Okay, I hope the guy is not in the chat right now, but someone popped into my Discord the other day, I don't know, like 3 days ago, and was unironically saying that Monk scales well on high levels because there's people on Rubin Ot with high-level Monks, and they're really powerful. So once people reach those levels on real Tibia, that, you know, Monks will be good. It's just they scale very well because they're powerful on Rubin Ot. And the guy wasn't joking. He was not joking. I'm just at level 290. I don't think scaling will be a problem for me for a long time. Yep. The forks, from what I hear, from what I gather, the forks sort of fall off and get better, and runes start getting better again by like level 1k. If you're like hunting like Ingol or something, you know, you're hunting really dense respawns, the runes again become a little bit better. But you know, it's only by a little bit anyway. So even if you don't mind giving up a couple of percentage points of experience for comfort, then it's, you know, it's still fine. Low blow finally good on RP. I'm happy. Yeah, Savage Blow's still bad though, right? I kind of wonder if I don't want to reset my charms and get rid of Savage Blow. Because I do have Savage Blow and Low Blow on this guy. It's kind of 2k charm points wasted. Although I suppose with the Wardens and everything, I'm going to have like limitless charm points soon. So I guess it doesn't matter. Hey, Kushnia, my 4k plus Necromancer scale is very good. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know the Necromancer will be scaling nicely when it comes out. That's what we like to hear. Hey, Kushnia, if you're around level 750 but no good gear, where would be a good place to farm gold so you could afford better equipment? At level 750, you can probably still go Rushmore West. So probably there. Other than that, I would maybe go like Ixupan. I think Ixupan could be pretty good. You could probably even do Bashmas at that level with shit gear. Probably be alright. I don't know, just whatever you could hunt. Like at like level 500, you will be able to hunt at 750 with shit gear, you know? You could probably hunt Falcons with shit gear at 750s. So just find all the spots for level 4, 500 and just go there. Monsters should have flat damage reduction scaling to expected player level to counter runaway rune scaling at high levels. That is a hot take. I definitely don't like that. I don't like monsters scaling with the opponent. I wouldn't like that. There has to be that. Then you would be like not getting any stronger, right? It's like the power fantasy of the game is getting stronger and then being able to blow up respawns that you struggled on in the past. If the monsters scaled with you, that all goes out the window. No? World of Warcraft is totally different because World of Warcraft has a level cap. So of course you could take, you know, all the areas below like level 200 in Tibia and you could scale the power of the monsters to the player level. But you wouldn't want to be ever scaling like Nosferatu or Rotten Blood or Soul War or whatever. Those should be the level that they are supposed to be. Hey man, I just want to say your videos have been a huge help for me since I got back to the game. Awesome. Awesome. Great to hear. They scale monsters with gear on max level. Again, it's a different game. World of Warcraft is a different game. In World of Warcraft, a lot of content, from what I understand, is about completing stuff at a higher and higher difficulty. And that's where the sort of grind comes from. Gain more powerful to complete more difficult content. In Tibia, it's about experience per hour. So it's a different sense of goals. And if you kept increasing monsters' power level so that experience per hour wouldn't be increasing because they're stronger and stronger and your experience stays flat, was the point of grinding in Tibia, you know? Great to see you first thing in the morning. How are you feeling the RP versus the MS? Well, RP is just a whole ton easier. It's just, I don't have to look very much at where the monsters are, you know? That's the nice thing. I press space to target a creature, and I just cast my multi-action button on top of myself, and I basically don't really have to look. Then I even press the button to loot without having to look. It's lovely. It's very, very nice. Highly skill expressive vocation, of course. We should be getting done soon. We need 40 more, so we're about 4 more minutes or so until we're done here. Hopefully we get a good roll on something that we can actually claim that's available. Would be nice to do another bounty, but if we can't, then we're just gonna, I don't know, do something else. Probably do like Shockhead Bestiary or something. Would be nice to roll a Shockhead, actually. If we roll the Shockhead or like a Guzzlemore, that would be pretty good. We could go Bone, we could go Shockhead respawn. I'm assuming that's not taken, but I guess you never know. Go Robritters on level 800 and see if it's still chill. It's all relative. I don't do very much tense stuff, you know. But even on a level 500, the point is, even on a level 568 sorcerer, if I was hunting here, I would still have to be very aware of where everything is to position myself for my spells, right? Unless I was just hunting with runes. If I was just hunting in runes, then yeah. Then I guess I could still not pay that much attention. But even so, then I have less health and I still have to pay more attention to my health. Yeah, I don't play Monk anymore. I'm not planning to play it for a pretty long time. We'll get back to it once we cover all the other vocations. But yeah, not into it right now. I want to play all the new vocations that changed a lot more through the rebalance. I'm sure the Monk will get some nice fixes over the coming weeks and months, but still, I've just been playing the Monk for like a year, and I need a change. Necromancer when? Tibia's 30th anniversary. Surely. You ever think it's possible to have a new vocation? Yeah. I wholeheartedly believe that there will be a new vocation. I don't believe it's going to be the 30th anniversary. I think by sometime in 2028, I would expect 6th vocation, about 2 years away. And I do truly think we will have a 6th vocation, yep. Yeah, 30th anniversary is just a little bit too soon, I think, for a new vocation. I mean, it's not impossible, but I think it's unlikely. I thought there's no more balance in incoming. Yeah, we'll see about that. I think that there will be some more balancing. Not necessarily in the direction you'd want, but... Oh, perfect. Here we go. Finished. All right. 10 minutes before time. When more new weapons in your proficiency website, I'm not adding new weapons. If you've got using Falcon Mace, don't bother. I think changing the proficiency there. Save your dust. And there's not enough room to be adding a million weapons in there. EKs have too many weapons. Anyway, you can just deduce. Like it's not hard, dude. Like, oh my god, look. Let's have a go. Falcon Mace. +1 defense modifier. That seems good. Like it's all garbage. I'd probably roll yeah, I'd roll the first two, I think. Yeah, first two. First the 1 defense modifier, then the 10% of shielding. God, it's not hard. It's not a hard thing to figure out, surely. I'm afraid the world won't survive to 2028. Ah, don't be so dramatic. We'll be all right. Humans survive. Humans like cockroaches. All right. Let's go. Quick Amber, see what we get. Let me open up Nevia booking system, see what's available, what's not. Boom. Vexclaw, Grimeleech, Tunnel Tyrant. Surprisingly good rolls, all three. It's a shame that this Warzone 5. It's a shame that this Warzone 5 roll is so high. 589 is quite a lot for a bronze task. If this was silver, I'd be taking it. I think for bronze, I skip. Vexclaw and Grimeleech bronzes. It's a shame. Any of these was silver, I'd take it. I think now because we have full rolls. Because we have full rolls, I'll actually just roll off of it. And this is where I go through 10 rolls and get nothing, by the way. Classic. All right, let's go. Dragolisk, no. Bluebeak again. It is taken, but I am considering just keeping it. Let me see when Bookworld is available again. Tomorrow. It's about 45 minutes. Let me book it for tomorrow morning. I'll just do it off stream tomorrow morning, I think. Maybe I'll change my mind. Not sure. Claim. Chapter 3. 9 a.m. until 9:59. All right. I've got it for tomorrow morning. Annoying that it's all bronze again. I think I'll be updating the bestiary until 20% first. So I guess we go here. Bam, 11. Okay. I don't know if you know the game Whack Fu. I do not. Class that captures and summons the mobs it kills. Would be great to see something like that according with level. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of a little bit. Well, Tipsoft was allowing you to summon creatures, well, they still kind of do. But it just hasn't scaled very well with the pace of the game and stuff. I'm not sure summoning actual creatures from the game is ever going to be that good. I think you're just going to have like your own custom summons that Tipsoft can balance a bit better. Okay, let me check my praise real quick. We've got Deathlings. That's also something I wanted to do. Flimsy. Let's go for the shock heads for a little bit. Is anything boosted today? Let's check. Felt attacked. Logging back into your MS immediately. Good man. Good man. It takes some time. Honestly, give it at least a week of proper playing, and then if it's still not sitting right with you, then you can maybe consider a different one. Yesterday I died in Ormond West. Hard respawn, all things considered. especially around the level breakpoint. Spirit potions. Oh, I need to buy more spirits. 446. How much are they from NPC? 488. Okay. So the sell offers are cheaper than NPC price. All right, I'll get all of those. Okay. I don't have my bone fiddle. Let me go pick it up from my baby paladin. Back and love the paladin. Yeah, it's definitely for streaming. Very nice. I'll still be playing my MS off stream though and making the guides. Would you like a feature like the War Bank in World of Warcraft where you can store items among all your characters in the account? Oh my god, please combine the stash. Combine the stash. Why is the stash character independent? Makes no sense. Please. Even Depot as well. Honestly, it's awful. Here we go. Let me move on. Move over my trinket stuff to the main paladin. I guess I'll be playing that more now. There it is. It's decoration, right? Here we go. Just have one character is combined. Yeah. Do you have a video explaining how much supplies ammo runs, blah, 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 should a paladin take for a hunt? No, because it's spawn dependent. And what I do is whenever I make a guide for a spot, I share a screenshot of my supplies for that spot, but I don't have those yet for paladin since they rebalance. So you're just going to have to get a feel for it. Let me check if shockheads are even free. I didn't even check. Okay, they're free. There is a booking, but it's for 8 p.m. Global market. Global market would eat too much into Tipsoft profit, so I don't think we're ever getting global market. Tipsoft loves people transferring with items between servers, so that's not gonna happen. Is Lower Rochamore? Let me just run quickly through Lower Rochamore for points of interest. And also, do I want physical or holy rotation? I think it's still physical, right? I think it's still physical in Rochamore. Extra speed on Rosh is pretty cool. I bet, actually, yeah. The paralyzers, right? Physical. Cool. What level of bounty stuff I should do on level 120 EK? I wouldn't really bother with it too much. I'd probably do some beginners maybe, but I don't think bounties make all that much sense until, higher level. Hey, Sheriff. Can you go for no flimsy 8kk raw? Yeah, I did about 8, I think. Oh, I got a Discord ping. Let me see if there's a warden. Yep, there's a warden. We go and get a quick warden tag. Seeing as we're not actually even hunting right now, I can quickly just go back for a warden tag. Personally, bounties is what brought me back to Tibia. Me too. I love them. I think they're great. But I do think I'm leaving that for whoever comes next. Yes, I love bounties. Really, truly a great system. I do think they're not particularly efficient on low level stuff though. And let me see where it is. Have I made a video on the new rotations on Paladin? I mean, there's only 2, and they're both very basic. Here we go. Bug Raider. Did I do the damage? No, that was the other guy. There we go. Here we go. Bug Raider Warden. Easy, 10 charm points. So the 2 rotations you've got on the Paladin is physical focused rotation, which is Ethereal Barrage plus Massan in the sharpshooter stance. And you've got the holy focus rotation, which is Divine Barrage and Massan in the Divine Defiance stance. And that's it. There you go. What are you thinking about Paladin after update with another vocations? I don't understand the question. Comparing to other vocations, I mean, Paladin is one of the simplest ones. Which, you know, is fun. RP is very skill intensive. You have to time your autos. I mean, that's true. That is a difficult skill to master. I think, and ironically, to maximize your arrows. But that is majority of the skill these days. Delete OMW. I didn't think I wrote it. Did I? Oh yeah, I did. Okay, I forgot. I was not going to write it because I was so quick. I figured yeah, thank you, Kubson. I thought I didn't write it. Yeah, you're right. Okay. I'm just looking for points of interest. I'm sorry. Here it is. Here's a point of interest. I need 2 more. I don't want to be a dick, but, you know, I just want to get my point of interest. I'm sure I can find a couple more in bones. Oh, here we go. 10 charm points for the Echo Warden. Here you go. Plus 10 points, just like that. Very lovely. Very cool. All right, 2 more points we need. Come on. I hope I can find them somewhere here. I'm not looking at chat for just a second because I'm running through Rashomon. And I don't want to get myself stuck. Come on. Normies get 1,300 to 1,400 arrows. Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty average result. Yeah, I don't find that too surprising. I don't want to be a dick, but, you know, I am going to run through your spawn. And I might be running back through it in a minute again if I don't find 2 more points here. Still need 2 points, dude. One. Let's see if we get one more somewhere here. I think there was one that... there we go. Here we go. Easy. How many more regions are there? Man, one sec. Let me just... pause for a second and have a look how many more Rashomon. Can I just do full Rashomon now? And just have the speed boost? How long does it take? So we've done lower Rashomon. There's upper Rashomon. There's Rashomon Mountains. Is that it? I've got Russia Depot. Rashomon Mountains. Is it just upper Rosh left? Is there just 3 regions? Robert is also? Oh, you've got Ingol is Rashomon. Ingol is Rashomon as well. I'm not going to do Ingol. And Ada is Rashomon. Never mind. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to be able to do it all that quickly. Click on Rashomon. Can you see like all the sub areas? Oh, okay. Right, like that. Oh, yeah, okay. That's how you can check easily. Oh, very nice. Yeah, okay. So you can see it's all the Rashomon bits, but then it's also Ingol and Ada. It's good to know. I will want to do that at some point before I start hunting Upper Rashomon properly, but yeah. What location do you like to play, MS or RP? MS when I want to try hard, RP when I want to relax a bit. Ingol is easy. Yeah, I know. But Ada, yeah. Ada's hard for me at this level. I don't even have access there yet. Also sucks in team hunts from what I've seen. Well, MS? MS is, all you're talking about Monk or something. Monk sucks in team hunts. I don't know about... MS is very good in team hunts, though. All right, so we are here. I guess we can start. Have the rotation. Let's see how it goes. Reset analyzer. It's so fun to play a Paladin. I'm sorry, but oh my god. Skip Crypt until Sanguine. Yep. Indeed. I'm going to sell it off. I have 6 hours and 41 minutes left on the imbue on it. I'll run it down today or tomorrow. And then we'll be going to Soul Bleeder. Oh, Echo. All right. 8 Frazzlemores. It's a good start. From low level, would you recommend hunting here with average skills on RP? I think from like 400, you can quite easily hunt here. The best thing here is the fatal hold on shockheads. Once you've got that, it's very comfortable. But you do suffer until you get the fatal hold, unfortunately. No, Crypt Bow is not better. I am so excited to sell off this Crypt Spine and buy a Soul Bleeder, so I stop having to answer the same question 20 times a stream that no, Crypt Spine is not, in fact, better than Soul Bleeder. God damn it, why did I ever buy it? Oh... You got your royal helmet on kill 2,450. I think I got mine a little sooner than that, but yes, it is certainly a rare drop. I messed up an arrow there. What is the price difference between them? I believe Crypt Spine is a tiny bit cheaper, like 20, 30 KK cheaper or something. Let me pick up another pull here, I think, just to make sure I get enough respawn on the shocks. Was trying Rush West with my 408 RP yesterday. Made 5kk raw. Okay, that seems a little low. I think you could do more than that. I think since the rebalance, Paladin should be like destroying Rushmore West a little earlier. I'm going to try it on my 400 RP when I get there, and we shall see. Trying to find points of interest in Zao Steps is crazy. Oh, is it the bit with all the dragons and stuff? Yeah. Is it even worth to swap now proficiency-wise? For me, no. On level 400, sure. I have like no proficiency anyway. I mean, this weapon has, let me check, proficiency 4. Yeah, I have proficiency 4 on on this Crypt Spine, so it really doesn't matter. I haven't, this character was like level 550 when proficiency hit, and I haven't really been playing, so. All vocations are good. Then play every vocation. Play the game however you like. What level of knight is able to hunt all of Rashomon spawn safely? I think from 400 once you get your soul weapon. Soul Eater, Soul Shredder, and you're good. You're good in Russia. Like if I wasn't planning to get rid of the Crypt Spine, I'd have to spend some time on the proficiency. I rolled the first perk. I don't remember what the first perk even is on the Crypt Spine. Is it +1 distance? And I got it into a 1% life leech for strong Ethereal Spear. In fact, I should just ditch that, shouldn't I? Let me just get rid of that. I don't want it. Oh shit, I can't do it now. I have 1% strong life leech for strong Ethereal Spear, which is like total freaking garbage. It is what it is, though. I'm saving dust now, anyways. I'm saving dust now for the Sanguine Bow. Once I buy the Sanguine Bow, I'm gonna make sure to get proficiency 3 on it from just like hunting some easy stuff without the bow and just using spells. And then I'll already start rolling for some good perks. Because you only need proficiency 3, I think, to start rolling, right? And you want to roll off the first 2 perks anyways on the Sanguine Bow. Oh, there's a Discord ping. Let's check if we got another cheeky warden. Let me see what's going on. Oh, yes. And in fact, it's close. First reroll, you got percent distance on spells. Very nice. Very jammy. It's supposed to be somewhere here. If I can find the guy. Here we go. And that is one more warden. And back to shock as we go. Is there a channel on Nevia? It's part of the Rebels Discord, the boss hunting Discord. What's the item used to do like 1 damage, like now when attacking the Echo? It is called a valuable Mayhem Rod or a valuable Carving Wand. One of them does energy damage, one of them does ice damage. This is what you use for boss hunting, for tagging bosses so that you don't overkill them and overdamage them. You get them, you can buy them from... Where'd you buy them from? Does anybody know? You buy them for 500 GP from this NPC, but I feel like this NPC is only present on Sundays. It seems to ring a bell that you can only buy these items on Sunday, maybe. Haste Museum. Only on Sundays, yeah. There you go. And then you get those and use them for tagging bosses and echoes, etc., 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 etc. There we go. All right, so that was a Fever Sleep, I believe. So that will be another 10 charm points, just like that. There we go. I guess let's reset. Because that will have affected our experience per hour, of course. I think I probably didn't delete the OMW yet. Let me check. Did I delete it? Oh, no, I deleted it. Okay, I deleted my OMW on my way. Shema Lucky. I have 500 ED and I'm a character lover, but my god, Paladin looks so much more fun. Do I buy a skilled Paladin or stick to my ED? Grass is always greener, friend. Grass is always greener. But yes, a Paladin is very enjoyable. Nothing stopping you from rolling a baby Paladin. They are pretty nice as well. Now, you know, maybe you just get yourself a baby Paladin and just play it a bit when you have the desire. And I wouldn't be getting rid of the Druid just yet, maybe. Yeah, Monk's grass isn't greener, yes. Monk's grass is all burnt out. It's all brown. Do you think a level 300 plus duo can manage on Rushmore? Yeah, I think so. Should be fine. Paladin Monk. Oh yeah, then even more so. Yeah, for sure. Paladin Monk duo can definitely manage Rushmore. Yep. What this is needed to have an enjoyable time of low level Paladin. Well, with Utsito now, you don't need that much distance. I was leveling through a Paladin with 85 distance, and it felt great. Of course, the higher the better. 110, you're gonna be like destroying the low level content. So I will kill those shockheads, even though it's a very inefficient pull, but 2 more shockheads, you know, it's good for my bestiary grind, so whatever, we'll stick around and kill them. Oh, there goes my Echo Warden bestiary. Thanks very much. Hello. Hey. Yeah, I'm planning to get like 3,000 charm points from the Echo Wardens on Nevia, and then I'll probably transfer off. Because at that point, I'm going to have... If I need 3,000 charm points from now to get all offensive good charms on T2. Basically excluding parry, carnage, and dodge. So at that point, I don't really need any more charms. What level EK can 100? Roshamel around 400. Almost died from Arachnophobica Warden. Yep, that one is a tricky one for sure. Dodge is OP. Is it? Not one I'd use. Low blow after update? Yeah. Apparently very, very good. It's the only one that still technically benefits from charm procs, right? I saw you talking about it, chat, a little bit earlier, but I didn't quite catch the messages. It was a time when there was a lot of questions and a lot of messages. What's the current view on low blow for a paladin? Is it like straight up best in slot in like every respawn because of the fact that it has the double charm proc effectively? Or is it still just like best on like low health creatures in certain respawns? Most elemental charms, and I'm considering saying charm points, I can get low blow plus crit charms. That depends on your vocation, Biscato. Low blow plus crit charms. What does low blow plus crit charms mean? Crit. There's only 2. Do you mean low blow plus savage blow? Savage blow apparently not that good on paladin though. You do not have buffer. You are not invincible. Yeah, shit. I do have Gift of Life, though. I do have Gift of Life on this build, although it appears to be on cooldown for another 2 hours. So actually, no, I do not have Gift of Life. I do need to remember I am, in fact, not invincible. You are right. I was dropping to like 20% health, vibing, not really caring. But yeah, you're right. Thank you. Thank you for the reminder, Tiger. Thanks so much. Savage Blow, yeah. On Paladin Savage Blow, I wouldn't get. Crit Charms and Elementals. I don't know. I think Elemental's still on average probably a little bit better. Low blow is very good alternative on pretty much every solo hunt. Okay, great chatter. Thank you. Any new spots for 60 EK? Hero Cave and Lion's Rock are so boring. I don't think so. I guess you can go like Ancient Scarabs, but like it's gonna be hard, I think. Can every weapon have the same perks? Yep. There is no distinction between the weapons for as to what they can roll and in which perk. Running out of potions. Yeah, I'll just switch to Ultimate Spirits. I'm definitely over potting as well, but it's all right. Oh, we had a puffed shockhead. Oh, well. Mouse? I thought I had a mouse command, actually. Can someone pop the mouse command in Kick or Twitch? I think it should work. And then hopefully Fearbox will see the message from Kick or Twitch. Love your content, really helpful. Awesome. Thank you. Looks like it doesn't work on Kick either. Okay, we did have a mouse command. Maybe it didn't persist. Because I think Tiger added it. Oh, it works on Twitch. There we go. Works on Twitch. Corsair Scimitar. There you go. Except it's not showing on chat because it's a command from the bot. Damn it. Yeah, well, whatever. I'll make sure to add that command to other platforms as well. But yes, my mouse is Corsair Scimitar. Any video about MS spell changes? Do you mean total, like, post rebalance? Yeah, there's tons after post rebalance. There isn't anything much considering the recent nerf, though. What's happening that you changed the vocation so much? Well, I'm not changing vocations so much. After rebalance, the plan was to focus Sorcerer, then Paladin. The only problem is that Sorcerer streaming is not so fun. Even if the vocation itself is fun and powerful, streaming a little bit less so. It's hard to focus on the chat and the vocation. So we'll be streaming Paladin for now until we finish all the Sorcerer and Paladin content. Okay, no potions. Let me switch to the Ultimate Spirits. Prophet's gonna take a hit, but oh well. Is it possible to roll the percent melee skill as damage for your spells if the weapon already has that? Yep. Indeed. Hello, Atrosh. Is it better to use diamonds or new ice arrows on were hyenas? Diamonds. The new elemental arrows are very niche. And you only really use them if the monsters are more or less immune to physical or very, very strong to it. You know if there's a well-made compendium about each vocation? Not that I'm familiar with. I guess maybe like Wiki would have the most information on stuff like that, but no, I don't think so. Do you think it's viable to use this new spell on him or just stick to good old rotation? Yeah, I think the new spell on the monk actually turns out to be pretty good because you can use it on curseds, especially in like kiting rotations. I think it's very, very good. Probably replaces the weaker build in your rotation. I think most people now are playing chain build with the Thousand Fist Blows as the follow-up one cast per rotation spell. What's the best perk in a weapon to be rolled on 1k MS now? TibiaPal.com/proficiency. TibiaPal.com/proficiency. I don't want to be answering that question 100 times. That's why I made the tool. Check it out. If something's not clear, you can ask a follow-up question. Shouldn't use Thunderstorm arrows on Quarras. Nope. I'm doing almost 6k raw on shockheads. That is no praise. Yeah, it's not bad. It's actually better than I thought it would be. Interesting. I'm just kind of fucking around doing bestiary, and it's actually kind of decent. You have arrows from level 50 now. Only the AoE physical arrows. The elemental arrows are from level 125. Is Everal Barrage better now? Yep. Everal Barrage is better. Especially with the sharpshooter stance. It always was better, and then they nerfed Divine Defiance. And now it's definitely a lot better. Sorry, they nerfed the Divine Barrage. Even when it was already the weaker one anyway. I think maybe they nerfed it just because it was overperforming so much on the on Flimsies. I think Flimsies may be the reason for the Divine Barrage and Divine Defiance nerf. Because it's not really that good anywhere else. Still can't believe they nerfed the wrong spell. Shh, shh. Tipsoft's watching, be quiet. Okay, I think I need to do one more pull on bones, maybe. Seems like the respawn does need a little bit longer to catch up. Mirade CM. Is that a real person watching? Should I die on purpose? Yeah, Kujin just sold my monk. Trash vocation right now. 20k Tibia coins when I bought it for 25k. 800-ish on non-PvP green battle. What do you think is better at 850? Sorcerer or Paladin for solo? Depends how much you want to try hard. Sorcerer is very fun and very powerful, but it is very demanding, so you kind of need to be honest with yourself if you're going to enjoy that kind of demanding playstyle. Paladin is, you know, much more forgiving, let's say. I honestly am shocked that 5.8 raw is like doable here doing this kind of hunt. It's not particularly exciting or good hunt, but it's actually actually kind of okay. How many shockers we actually doing? About 160, 180 per hour. I mean, it is slow as hell, but oh well. At least I've got fatal hold, so it's actually not such a pain in the ass anymore. Without fatal hold, this is really miserable. I got 0.5% critical on auto attacks on my bow. So when I'm using diamond arrows, it does all critical only to the single target. No, that would... When that triggers, you would get a full crit on everything. That is not the best perk, though. It is like, I think, 4th best one for the Paladin. But it's not the best one, so do keep that in mind before you commit to upgrading it. If having the 4th best perk is okay for you, then sure, you can use that one. For Monk, the best perk. TibiaPal.com/proficiency. I need to pin that link on every stream for like the next month, I think. What was the name of the website for proficiency? Imagine playing Tibia and not knowing Tibia, pal. Oh. Oh. What are you doing with your life? I think I'll stay here like another 15 minutes and then maybe mix it up somewhere. Oh, another Discord ping. Another Discord ping. Let's check what warden that is. Let's finish off the box. Oh, never mind. Someone killed it accidentally. There was a warden, but it was killed off. Never mind. Rest in peace, warden. I have 122 wardens killed so far. Very nice. I've not been actually hunting them all that much because I was mostly for the first few days after the rebalance playing on my sorcerer. Whereas now I will actually focus on doing them on the paladin because this is my forever character until the 6th vocation. So I will actually, you know, focus and try and get a fair amount of wardens here so that I've got like basically limitless charm points for my purposes. Echo Warden and True Asura Citadel -1. Is that there is a ping? Oh yeah, you're right. But this is the new area, right? I don't have access. I don't have access because I haven't done the new quest yet. So never mind. I can't get that one. Thank you though. Overwhelming getting back into this game after 10 years. Yeah, I mean, pretty much any game that's continuously developed. Imagine going back to League of Legends after 10 years, right? It would also be pretty overwhelming. Like the game is basically different, right? This is the same. Could I come tag that? Well, sounds like whoever. Oh, we've got an echo. Maybe we'll get an echo warden here. I guess you can go and tag it. If it's public knowledge. All right, let's see what we get here. 8 Frazzlemores again. What is this scam, dude? Scamaz. Again. I actually haven't had a warden in like a long time. We had one warden yesterday, I think. We had the Corum, right? We had one Corum yesterday, or when we were doing a bounty for Corums. Haven't had one since then, and I killed like 20 echoes since then, probably. That's why we wait for League Classic. Going back to the League Classic stuff. I was kind of interested in it to start with when I heard about it. But everything that keeps coming out since then kind of doesn't have me that excited for it, to be honest. Why is Paladin supplies so high? It's the arrows, bro. It's the arrows. And also, I'm using the wrong potions now. I didn't bring enough mana potions. I could have been cunting here on mana potions alone. But yes, Paladin supplies are a little high, which means the profit is a little more difficult to make on lower levels. Thoughts on Ring of Souls for that respawn? Don't like Ring of Souls. Either go prismatic if you really need the death, or just, you know, go for the offensive option in like either alicorn or blue plasma. Let's do one more lap. Let's do one more lap of the shockheads, and we'll mix it up, change it up. It's not that fun, but I'm still positively surprised with the results here. Doing 5.8 raw when I was focusing. Probably do 6 off stream, which is actually really good for this kind of spot. Yeah, I'm happy. Not using strong health potions. Maybe if I had low blow for more mana sustain, I could get away with that, but right now I think I still need some mana sustain. Sometimes appear a symbol below the name of bosses. I mean, you're gonna have to give an example of a boss that you mean. Many different things. I do wonder if you're not just doing the bosses with a sorcerer, and perhaps it's a debuff from the sorcerer that is showing under the boss's name. I don't know. You're gonna have to give me some more information. playing your MS. Yeah, so it's going to be it's going to be an aura debuff. When MS has an aura debuff from level 175, whenever they deal damage to a monster, they apply a debuff, and the monster gets a little icon by its name. That's it. Ooh, Zion is opening. Do I have the bosses done? What are they called? Chiz something. Whatever. How is the RP sustain? On this level, it's good. I hear that on high levels, when you hunt in really difficult spots, it's kind of hard, but for me, it's very nice with ultimates. Still need to explore Zion. True. I should go there for the exploration. You're right. In case I want to do full Zao exploration, yeah, I should go. Yeah. Good call. Good call. Do you think it's valuable to hunt in Rafflet on sewers? It's not great. If you've got Gloof, Anemone, Bounty, you kind of want to wait for the Oromon raid in wildlife. That is the best spot. You can do it in the sewers. It's not great though. Think it's open till server save? Yep. Yeah, now that the raid is here, it will be open until server save, yep. Shame we didn't get a warden here. 2 Frazzlemore echoes and nothing. Shame. This place for a new EK, which level requires? This place is not very good. I'm just doing it for the bestiary. I think you could come here, yeah, around 4, maybe 500. This is a little harder than Rashomon West, I would say. 400-ish, you could probably start trying. Crypto better than Soul Bleeder. Nope. Gonna get rid of it as soon as we run out of imbues. He says for the 100th time. Yes, Joshy. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right, let's get out of here. We've done some progress. I think we've probably killed about 100 shockheads. We only need 370 left, so 2 hours-ish of hunting here. We'll come here another time. Bit by bit, half an hour a day, and we'll do it in a few days. Why is the weapon proficiency perk on Tibia PAL the best for EK? Because it is. Because the numbers were run, the calculations were performed, and that is the best perk. Bestiary and Alpha Strike can outperform it, but they are much more situational. Percentage combat is the best one. It's very, very close to the other two anyway, and is far and away more versatile. Hello. So watching yesterday's VOD and was laughing out loud about the Gaskin of Destruction was better than Soul Bleeder. Yeah, sometimes it honestly feels like people are having me on with the questions, New elemental arrows are situational. They're only good at a couple of respawns. Most famously, they're good at flimsies. They're good at Carnivorous Rock, and they're good at Cathedral Spectres. That's about it. it. Hey, boss, I'm in a problem. I was going to buy a new desk or a new monitor, and I found a monitor I want has $200 sale, which makes it very appealing, but I was going to buy the desk first. Which one will you get? Which one should I get first? My God. We do need Kuznia GPT. I think we really do need Kuznia GPT. My God. Do you get the desk or the monitor? You can't put the monitor on the floor, so you can't play without a desk. You can't exactly play without a monitor, though. How much are the Soul Bleeders? Oh, there's not even a single one for sale. That's annoying. What do you think about the new Flamingo Amulet for Paladin? Is it worth the current market price? Nope. Get it for 10kk when it drops. Do not pay this much for it. It's not that good. I don't want to invest dust into Sanguine Bow. Bro, Sanguine Bow is... Oh, shit. I accidentally pressed Control Q. Sanguine Bow is 400 level range. If you're level 900, still, even for 100 levels, it's worth investing. Solid Druid Amulet for 70kk on Yellow Battle Eye the other day. Ridiculous. I do want to buy the Soul Bleeder. There isn't one on sale. Average sell-off is 135. Average buy-off is 124. Let's stick a buy-offer for 127.5. There we go. That should get it for me, right? Soon enough. Isn't the Crypt one better? No! No! Crypt is not better. I want to get rid of it. So I have to stop. So I can stop answering this dumb question. Oh, God. Sanguine Bow soon? Yeah. How much are those? 318. Sale, 240 buy. Average sell, 320. Average buy, 308. So I guess that's weird. I guess considering there's 3 for sale, 4 for sale, and around 320, and only 1 buy offer, I would probably stick a buy offer of like 275 and hope for the best. Want to buy my T2? T2, what, the Sanguine Bow? No, thank you. I'm not buying. I'm not buying tiered items anymore. I'm not using tiered items. Soku's using the Crypt instead of Bleeder. Oh no! How much better is Rending Inferno than Bow of Destruction? I don't know. I don't know how much better it is. I don't think it's all that much better. It's a little bit better, maybe, but not enough for me to really bother with it. If I couldn't afford the Soul Bleeder, I would probably get the Rending Inferno. Tiering items not worth it? It is. Well, no, it's never worth it. The reason I don't do it, though, is not because it's not worth it, but because I like to have more reliable results without tiered gear because people have an issue with it. How you doing, buddy? I'm trying to improve my social skills. I am on 0 free hero cave, but So, on hero, you have to combine -2 and -3. You have to be doing a full lap on -2 and -3. If you're doing -3 only, then the respawn will not keep up for you, especially at your level 252. You do Death Echo, GFW, Rune. Nope, Death Beam is better. So you're using it wrong somehow. You should be doing Death Echo, Great Fire Wave into Death Beam. Indeed, that's what you should be doing. You're probably not very good at using the beam, but in any case, the main thing is you should be doing -2 and -3. You should be doing both of the floors. Why not get a Sanguine already? Yeah. Well, who needs imbues? Is there a way to buy specific food from NPC like Tiger in bulk? Not in bulk, but you can buy the specific food one after one for 90k each. right? They did add that. You're still better off just buying the random one. On average, it's going to turn out to be the same value, but you get some HP and mana ones as well. TibiaPal.com/proficiency for proficiency perk refinement questions, please. It's literally the pinned comment now from Luquinho. Thank you. Let me pin that comment on Kick as well. And let me get YouTube chat as well. And let me pin that there. Here we go. All right. Okay. What should we do next? Let me have a look. So the bounty, let me see if maybe the bounty's cleared up. Maybe someone quit. Chapter 3. Nope. Still busy. Check praise. So what do we have? We have a Deathling, which I have been meaning to progress a bit. Here we've got nothing. And here we've got nothing also. Would you personally find more fun? Tiered legs or weapon? Legs, of course. Legs are super fun. They total scam when they don't go off for an hour, but they are more fun. Paladin now from 0. Start AoE farm after level 50 with that small diamond arrow. You can check tibiapal.com/paladin. The hunting, tibiapal.com/hunting section and the paladin stuff. I already tested that level range, and the short of it is not from level 50 usually. From level 60, you can combine them at a couple of respawns, couple dense respawns, like I think Peninsula, you use the Shatterstorm arrows. But for majority of respawns, you're still better off going with Onyx arrows or drill bolts and the barrages, because they're so strong you don't actually need the arrows. You're better off focusing on like the random monsters that are not caught by your barrages, I found. Do you think it's okay to upgrade the perk crit extra damage in Massan? Nope, I wouldn't bother. That one's not that good. Is it worth getting level 2 beam mastery at 520 level for energy death rotations? No, you want to get the enlarged energy wave. That's more enlarged energy wave and tier 1 beam mastery. Why aren't crit perks top tier for you and Paladin? Because they're numerically not quite as good. I mean, that's the simple answer. They are all right. The crit perks are okay for a Paladin. The crit damage for auto attacks is right there in the alternatives, but it is worse than the top ones. And crit chance is just straight up worse than crit damage numerically, so crit chance doesn't really make sense. The crit damage one is okay. It's very good for the crossbow. For the bow, it's like a 4th best option, I think. For the beam mastery one, keep using the beam even with 25% meme damage. Yeah, I think it depends on the spot. It depends on the spot, but you still get the cooldown reduction on the UE, which is nice from it. But in any case, you would be picking it up just for at least the +4 base damage from a Revelation perk anyway. But you do want the enlarged wave. The enlarged wave is better than tier 1 beam mastery for sure. Oh, what to do? Let's go Deathlings a bit for a few minutes, just so we're not standing in depot. Or maybe you want to do... Yeah, let's go Deathlings for a little bit. Crybaby main. Will I see Kuznik crying in the forums that Paladin is the weakest vocation? If it's true, then yes. And it will be true when I play it. Try Warzone 3. I'd rather just use up the prey that I have a little bit, because I like to use up prey so they don't stick around for ages for no reason. Go for Ingol missions. I'm doing Ingol quest tonight, right? Oh, with you as well, right? Naughty Fist, or at least your driver. Right, there's nothing I need to do. We're starting from mission 2. There's nothing I need to do. I've already done the access through Kralos Depot, so we're okay there. Does anyone on Nevia have a Supreme Cube for sale? I've done the quest, but I gave the Supreme Cube to my sorcerer, and now I don't have a Supreme Cube. Anybody on Nevia who has a spare Supreme Cube or can sell it? That would be nice. I've just realized I don't have it when I tried to cube to Grey Island. No, Terror Sleeps don't have any access quest. Yes, I killed Sir Leonard on a level 202 sorcerer. I even streamed one attempt as well. You just need to run away from him. Just don't take damage, bro. Just don't get damage. It's easy. Quite a lot of running. Yep. He has quite a lot of health, so it does take a little while indeed. But hive pools and hive pyramids. Kind of tempted to do the. It's only this one's very quick. All right, it's only 3 regions. Let me just do it real quick. Then we'll get extra 5 movement speed for all zones when discovered, and yeah, plus 110 now I think for Grey Island. May as well. Oh, 2 next. Oh, 3. That was fast. 4. That's 4 already on this zone. It's crazy. 5. 6. Well, this is like one of the fastest ever. What the hell? 7. Bam. Well, that was hard. All right, and now we've got this one. Let me start from the edge. Six, 7. Okay. 1. Oof. Wow, look at that. Hive is closed on Nevia. Didn't think that ever happens. Shit. Bow's Destruction better than Falcon Bow? I don't know. It's very close. I would just get a Bow of Destruction and not worry about anything else. Just upgrade it to Bleeder when you can. How many area sub-areas you need to unlock for speed boost? So you need to unlock all of the sub-areas of a particular region to get the speed boost in that region. So Grey Island has 3 sub-areas because it's a very small region. You unlock all 3, then you get a speed boost for Grey Island. Okay, we're on 5 out of 7. We've done the edges. So let's go through the middle now. And to the towers. 6 and 7. There we go. And now I've got full Grey Island unlocked. Here goes my speed boost. The speed boost is a flat value that is unaffected by paralyze. Destruction Bow is very much not better than Falcon. Don't know about better. It's pretty close. Especially with the new proficiencies, where you can reroll one of the proficiencies in something good. I'm sure the difference is not very big. I'm just going to get my Bow of Destruction and not bother having to grind out other proficiencies. Is Falcon Bow 7 proficiency? No, it's just a 5. Okay, that's not too bad. Or 8% of shielding. I don't know, dude. I don't see how Falcon Bow is better than this. Especially if you get this one distance fight and reroll that into 8% of distance as extra damage for spells. It's like freaking perfect proficiency, dude. I don't know. I don't see how Falcon Bow beats that, but didn't run the numbers, so I can't argue for sure. All right. Well, maybe we get an Echo Warden now. No, Dust. Folder was super annoying. Yep, Folder is the worst one I've ever done. 5552. That's nice, Dust. Thank you, Rune. Thank you. Hello, everybody. We are a Paladin now. We've downgraded. We've downgraded to being a filthy Paladin. I'm sorry. RP more fun to play? Definitely nicer for streaming. And fun is a personal experience, you know? Hard to say for sure. Hey, Rune, thank you. Okay. So, it's an EXP prey on the Deathling. I guess I'll leave it on the EXP. Pretty sure it's still Sharpshooter, right? Oh, I can't check the resistances, but I'm pretty sure they're basically 100% to everything and like 110% to earth and energy. So it should be a physical respawn. Hey, Markor. I'm only doing Paladin for streaming. I just found it too stressful to stream MS. It's very difficult for me to read all the questions. Try and read them and then try to answer while focusing on MS solo rotation. So I'm still going to continue the MS for my guides and YouTube content until I fully finish it. But Paladin is just a million times better for streaming. That's all. Yeah, I think that the rending in Ferniarch, I think it is very good. And if I was, for example, playing on a new server or I knew I couldn't afford a Soul Bleeder, then by all means get a rending in Ferniarch and invest into that. And yeah, the difference isn't great between Soul Bleeder, but it's what, level 330 or so. So if you know you gain Soul Bleeder at 400, who cares, right? Anyway, I'm pretty sure that the rending in Ferniarch bow, when I checked it, has like very obvious perks also to reroll. Like, you'd have to be a bit of an idiot not to know what to reroll there. Just saying. Toxic, but it's true. Yeah, exactly. No, that's what I mean. If you can't afford Soul Bleeder, then yeah, whatever, right? Then sure, go for the rending, but... Stop it, Carrot. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Implying that RP rotation is so trivial? I would never make it seem like Paladin is too easy. It's a very, very difficult vocation. Requires years of experience to master. But only hours to be good enough. Tried hunting at Wetlands on my 270 RP, but making very low profit. I don't know what you mean by very low profit. It's not going to be as profitable as for other vocations because of your high supply costs and diamond arrows. You may be using too many USPs. I don't know what potions you're using. You should probably be using mana potions at Well Irons. It is primarily a profit respawn. So if you're using ultimate spirits to heal and stuff, then you're probably not making the most of the purpose of the respawn. It should still be fairly profitable. I would expect at 270 RP to make between 400 and 600k profit at Were Lions these days, I think. So if you're making significantly less than that, then yeah, there's probably an issue somewhere. I think I probably will add Rending Inferniarch to the website because a lot of people are asking about that one. And yeah, I suppose not everybody can afford a Soul Bleeder. Cringe, but you know. Okay, I was just about to close myself in a box there, but on second thought, they seem to be doing quite a lot of damage. Maybe I shouldn't overdo it. I do not have buffer, as Tiger has kindly reminded me. Do you still want to buy Soul Bleeder? Yeah, Benny. I have a buy offer. Add Umbral Master Bow too. Does anybody actually use Umbral Master Bow without the imbue slot? Seems kind of cringe. I have never used Umbral Master Bow in my life, and I do not plan to. Do people actually use that shit? I don't want to add it for like every weapon. I want to focus on weapons that people actually use and where it's worth to actually invest into the proficiency reroll. Maybe try to use Ice Elemental instead of Diamond for more profit. It's not going to be that much more profitable. They're pretty expensive, no? The Elemental Arrows. Aren't they like almost as expensive as diamonds? Or like more expensive? Shit, I need to know. They're like 70. How much are they? I'm going to check in a sec. They're actually quite expensive, though. You're not going to be profiting all that much more switching to them. 75 versus 130, yeah, but then you deal less damage with them. So ultimately, it probably... there's no real benefit. When will you try EK after rebalance? From my point of view, it's almost the same as before rebalance. And that is the exact reason why it's not on the top of my priority list, right? I kind of chosen vocations in the order that they like changed the most. That's why Sorcerer was my first one, because it's literally like basically a brand new vocation, you know? Paladin changed a lot too, which is I also want to play it. Then we've got Druid afterwards, and then we're going to have EK and Monk at the end. So EK is going to be after Druid. That's the plan. So we've got Paladin now, probably for a few months until we catch up on all the videos. Then Druid, probably a few months too. And then Knight afterward. If I had to be super honest, I would say EK probably in about 8 months and Monk in about 12 months. Druid in about 4 to 5 months. And yeah, Paladin and the Sorcerer for another 2 months. And then Paladin afterwards. I am praying for that 6th vocation before the Monk, yeah. I'll be so drained if I do have to go for the Monk. Nah, it'll be all right. If it has to be the Monk in 12 months, then it'll be Monk. It's fine. You know, it will have been a while since I played it. I bet when I go back to the Monk after like a year break, I'll be like, holy shit, this is actually really fun and really good. Why is everyone complaining? So yeah, it'll be all right. Buy a Paladin if you've got a Monk, definitely. Unless you have high hope and Tipsoft fixing it. Have you sold the Monk? I'm going to list it this week, actually. My plan is... So yeah, if anybody is interested in my Monk, my plan is the following. I will list it for 60k, which I will admit is on the higher end, and I don't exactly expect it to sell. And I'm going to be listing it for like 3-4 days at a time. And then I'm going to be dropping the offer by 5k per listing. So we'll go from 60k to 55k to 50k to 45k until somebody bites. I'm probably not going to go below 40k. If there's really no takers even at 40k, then I'm probably just not gonna bother. So that's the plan. $57 and like Jesus take the wheel. Nah, I've invested too much in that character to let Jesus take the wheel. Now, hoping future buffs for Monk? No, I think they could be. They're not going to be particularly substantial, though. I think there's going to be more nerfs for other vocations. And then some buffs for the Monk, maybe. But it will be at most numerical buffs. I don't think there's going to be any big reworks or anything. So if you're expecting some big wheel changes or reworks of how the vocation works, I think you're going to be disappointed. No one at 40 wait for Monk Giga buff to sell higher. Yep. If it doesn't sell at 40, I'm just not selling it. Where is the best place for RP 300? Grims, yeah, probably Grims. Because you're premium on the Monk. Well, it's a very nice character. I don't know if it's exactly premium. Hey Gaines, yes, I've been converted to the beauty of the Paladin. It's so enjoyable. Oh my god. In fact, I think probably everybody other than the MS is very enjoyable right now. Monk is still a little bit hard, I suppose, at times. But I think, yeah, Druid, EK, and Paladin right now all must be very comfortable to play. I'm certainly enjoying it. Have you seen any Moonsilver chop in market? I haven't really been paying attention, to be honest, Rich. So no, but it's not, you know, I just haven't. I don't care, right? I haven't been looking. Asura Mirror 300 RP? Yeah, I think you're right. I think I would probably go to Mirror on 300 RP. Yep. I think these days you can probably make it work indeed. Fatal hold on scout. I actually don't have 1k of them killed yet. We're doing bestiary, so even if I thought that was a good idea, Skinny, I actually can't do it yet. Not doing her up? No, I don't think so. I think it's not necessary. I'm not overkilling hard enough. You can do 6k roll without going her up. You need to be much higher level to need to do her up. For duo, it's okay to go her up, but for solo, I don't think so. It's not like a particularly great respawn, I think, for a Paladin. It's all right, but it's mostly a bestiary spot, I would say. Is both Cataclysm better? Nope. Just use Bow of Destruction. Don't bother with Cataclysm. Very boring spot and annoying with Deeplings. Yep. I enjoyed on the Monk. On the Monk it was kind of fun because the elements really worked out. And on the Sorcerer, I think it's also not too bad. The Paladin elements don't work like that perfectly here, though. And they hit quite hard. Have you tried Nightmare Isles? Nightmare Isles? Bro, I'm just going Upper Rosh. Nightmare Isles. What, you think I'm level 300? Ah, oh, lovely mass san into nothing. Yes, I would just, I don't know. I just would use Destruction Weapon until Soul Bleeder. I don't like having too many items and switching between them, so I would just, on my baby Paladin that I'm going to be playing through in a month or so, once we reach Bow of Destruction, that'll be that. We'll use that until Bleeder. It's funny because Bow of Destruction was very, very bad for a very long time. And then the proficiencies came out and they just like slapped some really good ones on it. Oh god, it is boring here. What's the kill rate? About 550 scouts and about 300 spell singers. Oh god, am I ever gonna do this? Might do the scouts through some bounties at some point, but I think I'm never gonna do spell singers. Destruction better than rending? I don't think it's better, but I'm just not gonna bother switching the bows every 30 levels. There's too many bows in that level range. Tiering Bow of Destruction, yes, I think is actually a pretty decent idea, yes. If you're starting with level 200 Paladin, getting a tier 2 Bow of Destruction, I think is a fairly reasonable approach. Yeah. Fuck it, I don't like it here. I'm bored. Done a little bit, but yikes. Feral Sphinxes. Do you think at 500 plus EK there's a lot of difference between 125 and 130? It's a noticeable difference, but it's not exactly going to open up new respawns for you or anything like that. Yeah, exactly. All of the destruction perks slap. And also you've got that one disc that you can just easily roll into even a better perk. And you've got like an amazing proficiency tree. Get some more auto damage on the proficiency instead of the one disc on the bow of destruction. It's like incredible. Try war dragons? Nah. Alright, I'm getting my soul bleeder now. Did anybody mention, does anybody have a Supreme Cube for sale on Nevia? Maybe I can just go make one myself. Maybe that is something we can go do. Because I do need a Supreme Cube. Want to make the boss with me? How long? Yeah. Sure, Luquinho, yeah. Yeah, we can do. Okay. So this guy wants to sell me Soul Bleeder with imbues for 130 KK. We have that buy offer for 227.5. I guess we'll cancel. Oh, I have the money now anyways. Okay. There you are. All right, throw it to me, Benny. I'll transfer you the money in just a second. I assume. All right, come on, just throw me the bow. Don't do a trade. I don't want to withdraw 130 KK. Come on. Come on, I'll send you the money. Come on. Thank you. All right. Hi, transfer 1. Okay, now I need to get the number of zeros right. 130 and then 6 zeros, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that too many zeros? Free bleeder. I think that's enough zeros. Is that too many zeros? Well, it doesn't matter because I don't. It's not like I have 1.3 billion in my account. So I guess if it doesn't work, I've put too many zeros in. That player does not exist. Oh shit! I misspelled 2. God, that was stressful. There we go. Send. That's how I got my Bach stolen many years ago. Oh yeah, me and you both. All right, well there you go. We've got Bleeder. I'm equipping that shit straight away so people stop asking about the Crypt Spine. I'm just going to run down the Crypt Spine imbue off stream. I just don't want anybody to see the damn Crypt Spine again. Oh, drained. Oh, look at this. You use etch and be done. Nah, when I'm doing something easy later, I'll run down the imbue. What should I guess at 400? Falcon Koi, Falcon Greaves, and Siphoning Inferniarch Bow. That's interesting. Alicorn Headguard. Alicorn Headguard, then probably Soul Stalkers. All right, Luquinho, you want to kill the... You want to kill... Hang on a minute. I have a message from Luquinho 14 minutes ago on level 417, and now he appears to be level 416. What's happened, Luquinho? Cancelled them. What's happened? What's happened? Did we have an accident somewhere? Cancel the... Yes, thank you. Let me cancel that. All right. Now, do I have... Did I cancel the offer for the Soul Bleeder? I did. I still have some Tibia coins for sale. 356 KK's worth. It's almost the highest sell offer. There's another guy with 1.6k TCs ahead of me. Soon we'll have enough money for... what are we going to buy with that? Sanguine Bow. And I think mutant mutated skin armor. Expensive though. Only 2 for sale. 45, 47. Seems like a scam, dude. How much is Soul Shell? Ugh. I'll get the mutant hide, I think. Do you think the 1% crit chance makes a difference in the last perk of Soul Bleeder? Yeah, I mean 1% crit chance is very nice. Isn't Gnome second best? Yeah, I mean Gnome is my best armor, right? I'm very happy with Gnome armor. I do want to have another one though, so that I can have at least 2 imbue options. I think I'll go for the mutated armor. Mutated plus Gnome, and I'll be okay. I don't want the Soul Shell, I think. Stack Plate, yeah, Stack Plate is pretty good, but what alternative for ice monsters? But what ice monsters? The only ice monsters I hunt is Winter Court, and I can just destroy Winter Court without Stack Plate. So I don't really need Stack Plate. Yeah, Ghost Chest Plate is fine. It's all right. It's fine. I do have one. I did buy one, but I don't know. It's kind of mid though. Luquinho. Okay, Luquinho. What do I need for the boss? This is very noob. Luquinho, what do I need to access the boss? Do I need anything? I've killed it before. I've killed it before on this character, so I completed the quest line. Do I need any items to what boss? The Obujos boss for the glasses. It's the boss for the cube. The glasses. I don't think I have the glasses though. Because I looked for them last time. You can get them again. The glasses. Okay, where do I get the glasses from? But the thing is that I wouldn't have like thrown them away. So I don't know what I've done with them. I normally have quest items and Depot 6. But I don't see them in here. So what the hell have I done with them? I saw the glasses in your depot? What are they called? What are the glasses called? Spectacles. Spec. I don't think I have them. You can't search them? Oh, hang on. There's a warden. I'm going for a warden. You just had them? They are there. Okay. So they are somewhere there. Okay, I'll find them. I'll find them. I'll find them. All right. Thank you. Thank you. I guess I'm blind. Okay, here we go. That's another. That is another warden. Okay, let me find those damn glasses. How did you get to Rebels DC? Connections, friend, connections. I mean, I've been playing on this server alongside Rebels for years and years. Plus, you know, I'm a fairly uncontroversial person, so why would they not let me into their Discord? You can take them again anyway? Okay. Oh shit, where is the access to, where do you kill? Oh god, I've done this quest once in my life. I don't remember how I get there. Okay, one sec. We're gonna rediscover this quest. Ravenous lava. Okay, so it is ravenous lava lurkers. Okay, I thought it was. That was what I had in my mind, but so you say they're in here somewhere. Oh yeah, they are. They're right there. You're right. Okay, there they are. Blue spectacles. Here we go. Now let me get some single target stuff. Do I have some spectral? Yep. Let me get some spectral stuff here. Maybe get some more just in case. Got a crossbow. All right. All right, we gaming. What is that in your hand? That was a item for tagging bosses. And now wardens. Where'd you buy that weapon from? You have right now. It's from Tice Museum on Sundays. You can just look it up on Wiki. You've got a valuable mayhem rod, and you have a valuable carving wand as well. Those two items, energy and ice damage, basically sufficient for all bosses that are not immune to either of those. The only boss that is immune to both ice and energy that comes to my mind is Mr. Punish, for which you need an explosion rune to deal physical damage. Is it this one here? No, it's the other one, right? Want to change wheel for Grand Con? Nah, fuck it. I should have, but okay, what do I need to do now? Do I need to put the spectacles on? Oh, apparently so. Okay. What now? And frog prints. Yep. Do I need anything else here? Use the middle thing. Nothing happens. Maybe something else is needed to make this device work. Do I need a cube piece or something, or the other thing? Complete octacording sphere 2. Oh, I don't have that. Why are you telling me this now? I thought the only thing I needed was the glasses. So this sphere, I can pick up the piece. Oh. All right. I trust chat to direct me. So AB first then. I know there's the piece you get from Edron. The little small piece. So I need to go to AB first. Do I go to the NPC in AB on the way to Barclays? Does he give me a new cube, or do I get it from there? All right, Luquinho, if you're watching, I'm doing my best to rush it. I'm rushing. I'll be fast, I promise. AB, pick up cube from chest. Kazo Golds, if Kazo Golds are active. Void Vortex has open near Kazordan. Okay, so it is open right now. Pick up the other cube there and merge them. Now, let's see if I can figure it out. Freaking Tibia quests, dude. So it's here, is it? I pick it up somewhere here. This thing? You already uncovered the secrets of this chest. Oh, here we go. Opticording sphere. All right. Actually, I think I may have a complete one in my depot. Let me just have a quick check. Well, I did. Maybe not. Okay. Got it. Let me just do this real quick. Okay, I'll almost be there. I'll be there, and like it's only gonna take like 1 second. No, I'm. Oh shit, wrong. It's in the bottom left somewhere, right? Of this cave, right? And then you have to like. Maybe I'll open the spoiler, or maybe you can direct me. Hi, Kujan, what's the best spell rotation for Monk at the moment? Thanks in advance. Chain Penance, especially with T2 Chain Penance. Take it. Let me just try it, Luquinho. I know. We're gonna run out and we're gonna go in just a second. I just wanna remind myself about the quest. It's only gonna take 30 seconds. I promise. I'll be super quick. I just wanna remind myself for future. Yes, because it's been a long time. I kind of wanna remember what to do here. So you have to like throw something somewhere. No? Do you have to like throw some shit here? Bottom right section, bottom left of that area. Not this part. Left down. Right down. So next section then. Here. And now what? Okay, let me open the spoiler. It's hard. Opticoding sphere. Quest. Walk to here and look for a strange stone. Still a little bit further to the right. Okay, according to the spoiler. Hint to throw any item on the strange stone. Okay. All right. A strange stone. Oh, all right. Oh, I got a broken opticoding sphere. Is this it? Okay. Yes, that's it. Now I use that on that one. And now I have a complete opticoding sphere. Okay. Easy. So now I can just go straight to the boss, right? Here we go. We're learning everything. We're learning something new. Someone messaged me on Discord. Okay, it's not a warden. It's just someone spamming me through DMs. All right. Okay, now we go kill the boss. Sorry about the delay, Luquinho. Can you test upper rush? No, it's going to be taken on heavy all day. Don't even need to check. So then from this boss, I loot the incomplete cube, right? And then I go to Edron, get the get the little piece, combine them, and that's it, right? If I've already done the quest before, I don't need to go through all the other BS. And that was fun. Love me a bit of RPG. Aha. Where is the teleporter? Okay. All right. We got there. Do Postman stream. One day we'll do a Postman stream. All right. Oh God, Luquinho moved. Did you? He moved. You fucking idiot, Luquinho. Oh my God. Oh my word. Oh, I hope we can kill it in time. Oh. This is why you don't move off of lever slots. Even for a joke, even for a second. My God. Oh, Jesus Christ. Unbelievable. Luquinho. Oh, it's good content though, thanks. Never been here. This is the cube quest, Kai. The opticoding sphere quest. All right, the bosses aren't in the boss cherry, so they're not very popular. And the only loot they really drop is the stuff for the cube. So once you've got the cube, zero incentive to come here again. This one drops Tanger's Sight? Really? I don't know. Okay. There is some incentive then, I suppose. Tanger's Sight and Ubujo's Shell? Okay. All right. Can't you just buy the cube? Well, if you've done the quest before, then yeah, you can. Let's see. I didn't get any loot. I guess the guy won the boss. And so he got the loot. It looks like I have an empty bag there. It's weird. Only one player gets the loot. If I knew that, I would have switched to the Grand Con wheel. Now this druid, this level 480 druid is going to beat me in DPS. Oh my God. Oh no, there's a warden. There's a warden I'm going to miss. God damn it. Never mind. What happened with the sorcerer spots? They're still going to come. They're all coming chronologically. I'm going to have... we're still going to do all of them. Don't you worry. All because of Luquinho. Yeah, if Luquinho didn't step off, We'd finish in time for a Warden. It's not a particularly exciting Warden. I believe it's a Lizard Chosen. I just had a quick look. It doesn't matter. Be able to get that one again. Did Tipsoft remove the thing where you could get the cube without killing any bosses? I think so. They did make some changes to it at some point. Well, that was an example of why you never ever mess around on a lever. When you're on your spot on the lever, do not do not move. Just stick your ass in there in the spot and don't move. Honestly. Tak, Polak. I'm not going to unmod him for that. He's suffered enough. He's suffered the embarrassment. He's suffered the embarrassment. That's enough of a punishment. 1 week CD, I think so. Yeah, I think it's 1 week CD. Have you got a cube? Have you got the cube, Luquinho, or were you just trying to help, or were you actually hoping to get a cube for yourself? You're just helping, all right. No worries. Thank you. Helping with content. Yep. MVP. Unmod can work on yourself. Oh no. If I don't have the Grand Con wheel, I should probably just be using barrages and stuff now. It's probably better. Don't want to get kicked out for lack of DPS. What part of the quest has to be done to face the bosses? There's been this quest. I have to be honest. This quest to me is like insane, Mr. Riando. I just open up the spoiler and I follow it, and there we go. And I don't really understand what the hell is going on. There we go. We got the cube. Lovely. Now let's go get the other part from Edron. And we'll have it. The only reason I don't have the cube I made myself is because I gave it to my sorcerer, because when I bought my level 550 sorcerer, I bought it from this kind of trash person who, you know, just dumps everything when they sell a character. He's like, oh, there's a cube. Fuck you. I'm binning it, you know. Oh, I picked up some quest items. Fuck you, they're going in the bin before I sell the character. So, unfortunately, I've had to like redo everything and refine everything on that character. So I gave him the cube from my paladin, and now I don't have a cube. So, but honestly, like the guy dumped like everything. I wanted to do Ingol access on that sorcerer, and he got to the quest where you get a letter from Ingol and like -4 or something, and you have to deliver that letter to the Kralos Depot NPC, and he binned it. I don't have that letter. I can't get it again from the NPC. I can't get it from Blackbird. It's like blocked. I'm fucking blocked on Ingol on that sorcerer because the dumbass who sold it to me just got rid of all the quest items, the asshole. It's just evil, dude. Really evil. I have 2 cubes and 2 missing pieces of the cube, but no clue where or what or where I'm supposed to go. Well, just follow the quest, dude. Just follow. actually locked from progressing? Yeah, as far as I can tell. As far as I can tell, to progress the quest, what I need to do is need to get another character, get to that stage in the quest line, and get that letter and give it to my other character, thereby getting the other character stuck forever, right? That's a bad game design? Oh, yeah. Of course, but... Now, here we go. Here's the missing piece of the cube. And what do I need to do now? I cannot put them... What am I supposed to do? They're not working. Do I need anything else to put them together? I've done the quest before. On Grey Island. Okay. Where you appear after the cube. All right. Oh, yeah, you're right. Some sort of special area opens when you have this. Yep, I remember now. I remember. Yep. I don't think the NPC does sell the letter. Like the letter, I don't know which one it is. You can't find it in the... I don't know which one it is, but I couldn't... There's a secret letter. I don't know if that's this one. When I was looking for the letter that you should get from the NPC, I couldn't find it on like Blackbird. Why do you prefer Soul Bleeder over Crypt Spine? It's just better, okay? That's all. All right. Do I need to stick the stuff in here? Aha! Supreme Cube. Awesome. Here we go. Yeah, the Moon Silver weapons have a very good proficiency trees. It's kind of hard to find what's better there. Like if you really like the Moon, you can get away without swapping out any Moon Silver perks, and it won't make much of a difference. It's like a marginal improvement by switching out the perk. They're not. They are pretty good proficiencies. Where's the cheapest place you all get TC from? Well, I have a partnership with a guy who sells TCs. I don't know if it's the cheapest. It's usually one of the cheapest. You can do command TC. Where to hunt with Monk 110 plus? Sunken Quarter. Lava Lurkers. All right. There we go. Supreme Cube quest. Very fun. What to do now? Don't have actually, I don't have that much time left. I need to finish in like 10 minutes. Where's the monk? I want to sell it. In fact, that reminds me, I'm going to shill a bit on my monk for a second. Look at this. Look at this beautiful, beautiful thing. Level 843. 14.4k charm points. All the bonuses you could think of. 20% damage against creatures in the bounty talisman, together with 10, 12.5, and 20 bestiary. $22 out of 50 wheel points from the weekly rewards. Can you imagine? So good. And when I sell this character, I'm not going to bin all the quest stuff. All the quest stuff you may need will be waiting for you in depot box number 6. Everything. You can't actually see it now because of the advert here. All the quest items I always keep in a special depot box just for you. Just for you. So anyway, this monk will be going on Bazaar in the next few days. The plan is to list it for fairly expensive price. But it is my beloved monk, so hopefully you'll be interested, and I'll just be dropping the price every time the auction fails. But you know, if you don't go for it, somebody else might before you get a chance. So do keep an eye on it if you're interested in a finished monk, perfect for your buffing duties in a team hunt. Doesn't get much better than this. There's pretty much nothing else that this monk really needs. It's got all the accesses, everything you may want. But it is a monk. Ah, another warden. Another warden. Just to finish this stream, we'll pick up another warden. Heard there's going to be a monk buff day after yours gets sold. I'm not going to list it for less than I'd be happy with. So if that happens, then so be it, you know? There we go. Lizard Sword Master. I've gotten about 300 charm points since yesterday just doing these wardens like this. It's insane random charm point generator on a populated server with a good sharing bossing group. It's crazy. Honestly, I expect to be able to get like 3,000 charm points in like a month just from this, which is just crazy if you focus on it. It's really, really insane. The fact that they were so actively nerfing Monk going into big rebalance like this is honestly a bit weird. Well, my honest expectation, Tiger, was that they were nerfing it so that they could then buff it nicely in the rebalance, right? I felt like they didn't want to go into the rebalance with the Monk already being kind of OP because that didn't leave them with a lot of room to make some interesting changes throughout the rebalance. So I thought they over nerfed it. And then they go into buff it and the rebalance to make it fun and exciting again. Not exactly sure that that's happened. I'm not sure if it's turned out that way. But yeah. Tier on boots or legs first? I would go for legs still. The boots is very, very marginal. Definitely should be your last one. Okay, I think we'll call it now. I technically have like 5 more minutes to stream, but I'm not going to be able to exactly start anything else for the next 5 minutes. I guess what I'm going to do as a final reminder, because I keep getting these questions, and I hope they will slow down a bit. Hang on a second. We're going to go, and I'll show you the proficiency tool on Tibia PAL one more time. I'll show it to you one more time. Here we go. Tibia PAL. Proficiency refinement on the left, new tool where I have the suggested best perks for each vocation, as well as some solid alternatives, but they are worse. Then the best one, which is usually the highest combat skill, is extra damage for your spells. And then we have a bunch of weapons for each vocation with the recommended perk to change. Somebody was asking me earlier about the Sorcerer's Soul Tainter, right? So there was a question about this one. It was a question, why do I change the 4th column first? So let me check that real quick, because I don't remember. Soul Tainter, 4th column. Right. Well, what else is there? So in 4th column, you've got 1% crit chance for offensive runes, which you don't use. You've got 10% critical extra damage for Great Death Beam, which doesn't really matter because you actually want crit chance. And then you've got 1.5% crit chance for death spells and runes. And this one is actually okay. This is the best one in this area, but it is only for 1 out of the 3. It's only viable for only 1 out of the 3 rotations, really. It's really good for the death rotation, not so good for the other one. So what you can do is you can roll off this critical hit chance for offensive runes, which is garbage, and use the new perk in here for like fire and energy rotations, and you can still switch to that one for the death rotations. Everything else is pretty good here. The other one we roll off is the 2nd perk in here. Everything else is, I'm pretty sure, better than that. Yeah. You could probably roll off the 5th perk as well. But then the 1% crit chance to offensive runes is just so worthless. Remove magic level is better. Yeah, you still remove the magic level. I have that as the 2nd one. I don't know. It's pretty close. I mean, there's whichever one out of like column 2, 4, and 5 you change is going to be a benefit. For Sanguine Run, I was change UE, then +1 magic level. Change order of Druid for Sanguine Rod. Let me have a check. I've got +1 magic level in the it's okay. Yeah, I can see that. Plus you also get in the 3rd column for the Sanguine Rod. You also have more options, right? So what you could do, which column is it? This one? No. Which column was it? 3rd. Yeah, but you probably do want to keep the bosses and the base damage for Terror Wave. Yeah, so you'd roll off that one probably first. I can agree with that. That's fine. Okay, I'll switch that around, Agero. I can believe that. I can accept that. Let me just pull up Tibia PAL and let me change it proficiency. Let me change it in the code now before I forget. Extra crit damage death spell is strong. It's all right. Crit chance is better because you already have a lot of crit damage through the death mastery. But yeah. I'll test a 37.5% mitigation wheel on my EK. Right, remember it's a multiplier though, not flat mitigation. Would you prioritize getting a stronger weapon or focus on other equipment items for RP? Alicorn Headguard. If you're level 400, get Alicorn Headguard because that item is busted. Other than that, yeah, you can go for the weapon. Question for RP level 640, is the wheel on the website the best one? I've been playing around with Ballistic Mastery. Have you tried it? I cannot have the points for Ballistic Mastery. Critical extra damage for attacks with a crossbow. Wielding a bow, your attacks and spells have 4% physical and holy pierce. Remember, that's basically a 2% damage increase. I can see that one being... Well, it's not going to be better than the... It's not going to be better than the base damage for Divine Barrage in the holy rotation. I just wonder if in the physical rotation, getting that is better than everything else that I do. Get +2 dist in this wheel. 2 revelation perks that get me +4/+4 flat damage. I don't know. Ballistic Mastery is pretty good. I don't know if it is. I don't know if it's... Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm not sure on the exact numerical evaluation, though. Once you can get the 10% crit chance on Ethereal Barrage, you definitely want to pick that up. But that's here, right? Plus you need the 50 points here. I don't know when you go for the Ballistic Mastery. Do you do it in the holy rotation once you've got T2 Divine Barrage and then you get the Ballistic Mastery afterwards? I feel like you don't have the points for that until much later. What's the best chance for Paladin now? Elementals and Low Blow. I see many high levels MS using extra damage for Death Beam on 4th. Well, if they're high level MSs, then they're probably not using a Soul Tainter, but they're using a Sanguine Wand. Sanguine Coil, whatever. Soul Tainter's not quite good enough to replace Sanguine Coil. All right, I've got to go. Yeah, it's past now, so I've got to finish. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. We probably won't be back for a few days. I'm afraid. I do have a busy weekend. It's one of my son's 3rd birthday. My youngest son's 3rd birthday this weekend. So I've got a party and a little family coming, so I probably won't have much time. Hi, Geologia. I'm just about to finish. Sorry. So yeah, I'll probably be back on Monday, actually. Maybe something will come up and I'll have some time to stream on the weekend, but potentially, I think pretty unlikely, to be honest. Pretty unlikely. So most likely I shall see you all on Monday. Happy birthday to Baby Cuz. Thank you. I test and Tibia pulls the perks of Crypt Spine. Okay, I do have to finish Geolog. I suggest you join the Discord and ask there. The first perk to change is the first column. Okay, yeah, the +1 distance. +1 distance on most weapons is very, very bad. +1 distance is not very good. It seems good, but it's not really. So yeah, do consider swapping that one out. Okay, I'll send you over to Fiery Soul. I'll send you over to Fiery Soul on Twitch. And then I'll just finish the stream everywhere else. Thanks for watching. I will see you all hopefully on Monday. Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a good weekend, everybody.